Hey, how's it going? Thanks for clicking my video. Thanks for watching this new video I'm putting out. I know it's been a while since I've done my last video, and I figured, hey, it's time to get back on the grind and keep practicing and improving on my art. So I decided to record myself drawing this heart. Spoiler alert, it's a heart, so if you wanna click off the video, go right ahead because I spoiled the ending. But no, like I said, I was practicing and I decided to stream it this time. That's why this video looks a little bit different. It's got those goofy watermarks. I was streaming with OBS and I had like all my scenes turned on because I had like streamed some video games like previously, so I forgot to turn them off, and it's gonna switch like halfway through the video, like the different kind of watermark that's on there, just because I don't know why I had the image the way I did, the Dream Fortress little logo thing at the top. I usually have it on a bigger quote unquote picture, I guess, whatever you want to call it, but I have it usually bigger with like a clear background. I don't know what I was thinking, so I never know what I'm thinking, but here we are. This is like a quick little speed drawing. I was trying to do like a tattoo idea that I was talking with someone about, and they were like, oh, I really want like an anatomy themed tattoo. And I figured, hey, why not? I need to practice. I haven't drawn in a while, so just kind of sit down and kind of see what comes out. And I came up with this sort of heart idea. Again, I was trying to go for the digital painting and sort of make it realistic, but the conversation I had about tattoos and stuff we didn't really talk about the heart being like super realistic, just anatomically correct. But like I said, I've been trying to practice digital painting in like a realistic style, and I know this doesn't look terribly realistic just yet. I know that is a very bright red you're looking at right now, but I try to work at it and kind of like make it look a little bit more like what you got beaten inside your chest there. But yeah, a lot of the process of this happened fairly quickly. I kind of surprised myself because, like I said, I was streaming this session of drawing. Excuse my chair, sorry. I was streaming this session on Twitch, on just like some creative, just whatever. I figured I was gonna record it. Why not stream it? So I was surprised when I compiled all the footage, because this took me about 2 days to do, but each time that I sat down, whatever you want to call it, I only sat down for like an hour, and I know I didn't draw straight for an hour. So like, I was actually kind of surprised at how quickly I did this picture. I kind of had a couple pictures for reference, just so I can sort of mimic a heart, because I don't know. Yeah, I just had a couple of pictures, and I just you saw me sketch it up over there, and then I painted over it just so I could have some sort of guidelines, like an outline, like almost like I was coloring, but not really. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, because I don't know, I feel like it looks kind of like what a heart looks like. So I feel like I did a good job capturing like what it was. I feel like if someone like looked at what I was drawing like during the drawing, they'd be like, oh, well, you're drawing a heart, you're painting a heart. So I feel like I'm pretty satisfied with how that turned out. I didn't want to go too realistic with like the colors and like sort of get the muscle striations in there, because A, I would have wanted to kill myself because that's so much work, and B, I was using a bunch of different references, so all the colors were completely different from each other. So what I ended up doing was just kind of very just very generalized colors, and I try to keep them along like very close in saturation, and like not kind of pick and choose off the color wheel, but sort of make the colors kind of related. I did have a lot of issues picking the color for like the fat. I don't know what the white part is on a heart, maybe connective tissues, I don't know. But I had some issues picking what color I wanted for that, and I had issues picking the color for the veins. I ended up changing the colors of the veins because I feel like blue is a little too like science booky, and like maybe your heart does have blue veins. I've never seen one fresh out the body, so who knows. But I ended up deciding to change that color because I just felt like it looked too cartoony, and a lot of this does look very rough right now, but I don't know what happened or when it happened, but I feel like towards the end of the video, a lot of the image just started to look a lot better, if that makes any sense. It started to look more like what I was going for, and I don't know if it has to do with like the change of colors that I did, or maybe I was just overworking it. I don't know if you guys caught that there, but something's up with my monitor where like if I draw from left to right over a certain part of my screen, it like does like a weird line, and I've tried reinstalling all the drivers, and like I don't know if it's like my monitor is faulty or something, but anyways, like I said, I don't know when the picture started to look like an actual heart, but it did, and I was very satisfied with how it turned out. It looked realistic, but painterly, if that makes any sense. Like, it looks very stylized, but it looks like that style is based on realism. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, this was for like a tattoo idea, so I ended up just like doing like a portion of the heart in like quote unquote realistic, like in a realistic style, and then like the rest of the heart I ended up just doing line art. I wanted to do like a more geometric, kind of trippy line art style, where instead of like following like the contours of that sketch I did in the back, or following the lines of the sketch that I did in the back, I wanted to do more angular lines, almost like if like the rest of the heart was made with like triangles, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head, so I'm gonna say it. But yeah, I ended up just doing very basic line art, and when I do line art, I kind of struggle with that portion of art, just because I used to be a smoker, so I kind of have like shaky hands, and like I know I'm just making excuses because I could definitely just practice more and kind of like break that habit or get better about it. But I ended up just doing line art because I know I need practice when it comes to line art, because I can't draw a straight line to save my life. But that's why I have a line tool, so whatever. No, but like I said, I did want to practice my line art, and I ended up almost just tracing here. We're getting pretty close to the end of the video, so I want to talk about like the erasing I did. I've kind of tried to make it look feathered in the middle, and I kind of try to make it so it looked a lot more delicate. It kind of goes from like the bottom right being like really realistic, and like you can almost like squish it, and like I feel like I portrayed that well. And then as it moves up along the picture, like it looks more painted on. It looks a lot more delicate. I wanted it to be soft. Instead of like the bottom right of the picture is almost tangible. But anyways, the rest of the picture I did in line art, just because again, this was a tattoo idea, and I wasn't going for like a straight up like this is what a heart looks like. This was just for me to practice, and just because like I thought it was an interesting tattoo idea. So I ended up making some few adjustments. You're gonna notice that at the end of the video I don't have like a line that runs across the middle of the heart. I ended up doing that off camera just because I felt like there was too much empty space from the color to like the top where like the line art starts. So I ended up putting like a line there, and I asked a couple of people like what they thought about it, and I don't know, I think it turned out all right. Yeah, thanks for watching.